Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on the time you are watching this video. This is Charismatic JAMB Academy. In this year, we are going to guide you through. We make sure that you succeed in your JAMB. And note that if you have the right thing, this year will be your last time of taking JAMB. I know you will succeed in Jesus' name. And if you have been worried about, I don't know how to use computer, I'm not a computer literate, I'm scared. Maybe you must have planned to go and, pay in a service center like cafe, any other places that you want to learn. I want to assure you, you don't need to waste your money. This tutorial will help you out. But before we dive into the tutorial, I want you to do something else. I want you to take 4 seconds to subscribe to this channel because more videos are still coming. You need to subscribe so that you get notified once you drop any videos, because we are going to drop videos on a daily basis and those videos will help you. We are counting 1 to 3 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, Amaka, I can see you subscribing. Yeah, Emmanuel, I can see you subscribing. Ademola, thank you. I can see all of you subscribing to this channel. I can see that you want to succeed this year. So, and this is Charismatic JAMB Academic. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. We are going to guide you through. We make sure that nobody is left behind this year, and we want you to succeed. Thank you once again. So let's dive into the tutorial. So, what you are seeing here, you are let's start from here. This is user, but on that day you are going to see your name there and your own passport photograph over there. And then here is your calculator. Maybe you are writing subject like mathematics, economics, any other subject that has calculation like statistics and all that. And then this is your time. You can see that your time is counting. This is how it will be counting down. So you have to learn to manage your time effectively on that day as well. And then these are your subject combinations. English, assuming that a student is writing English, CRS, economics, government. On that day, this is how it's going to be arranged. Then, assuming that we want to answer this question now. This question is based on the Life Changer, the novel. Who amongst the Umi's children reminded her to narrate the story of the quiet ones? Okay, this is the question now. I don't know the novel you are going to read for this year, 2026. And now, you are to answer this question. Then how do you answer it? You see different options here. We have about 4 options. We have option A, which is Bint, option B, which is Tima, C, Omar, D, Jamila. So you are to answer these 4 questions, to choose one out of these 4 questions. How do you select? You can see this is my mouse here. This is the left side. Assuming that this mouse now, you want to answer, to select your answer. Then what you will do? If the answer is B, if it is C, if it is D, you use your mouse. Then you do left click. Okay? And then alternatively, if you don't want to use your mouse, you can use your keyboard, the shortcut keys. If you want to select option A, you can press on A on your keyboard. If you want to select option B, you press B on your keyboard. If you want to select option C, you press C. Okay, in this case, I think the answer is C, yeah. Because I read the novel last year. I took it from one of my friends and I read the novel. During the time of when I wrote my own JAMB, that was my own subject combinations as well. So I think the answer is C. So you select C, which is the right answer. Okay. So now you want to move on to the next question. It's very simple, like ABCD. If you want to move on to the next question, you just click number 2. This is 2 here. You left click on your mouse. And if you don't want to use your mouse, you can use your laptop mouse, like scroll around. On that day, you are going to see different. Some people may meet something like desktop computer, while some people may be laptop. You understand? So the difference between the laptop and the computer on that day is that if you are using desktop computer, there's no how you can escape mouse, because some people, they are not friendly with mouse. You understand? So I advise you, or I also recommend, you should be practicing how to use mouse. You understand? Because in my own case, I love mouse because it helped me to move faster. Okay, so you select number 2, and the number 2, this question is based on the Life Changers novel. Dash is described as a fair complexion girl, tall, slim, and boxy. Okay, the same method we use in number 1 question, this is the same method we are going to apply. So you want to answer this question now. Then the correct answer here is D. You can bring your arrow here and select D. Okay? Or if you are not sure of the answer, maybe you want to select another one, then you don't want to use your arrow, then you can use something like the keyboard shortcut keys, like B. You will select option B. D, you select option D. But in this case, the answer to this question is D. Okay, so then you want to move on to the next question. The next question, if you want to move on, we still have another method that you can move on to the next question. Like here you see next, and this is previous. Like maybe you want to go back to number 1 question. Maybe you are not sure of the answer. Then maybe you are still doubting. Maybe you did not get it right. Maybe you want to go back to the next question, or maybe the previous questions that you have answered. What you will do, you just have to press P. It will take you back to previous questions. And N, it will take you to the next question. Okay, and that is if you don't want to use the mouse. If you want to use the mouse, you press on previous here. You click on previous. If you want to move on, click on next. It will take you to the next questions. Are we getting it? Are we following? Okay. So then you want to move on to number 3 questions. Okay. You click on next, or you use your shortcut key, which is N, to move on to the next question. And this question is based on the Life Changer novel. Taylor was accused of the crime of dash, dash, and dash. Okay, we have 4 different options here. So you have to select one out of these 4 options. Okay, then remember, we have 2 methods of answering our questions. One, by clicking on the answer, or on the one that you are very sure that is the answer. Secondly, or alternatively, you can use shortcut key like A, B, C, D. If you are very sure that is D or C is the answer, then if you don't want to use the mouse or anything to delay your time, all you just have to do, you just have to use the shortcut keys, like just press A, B, C. Okay. In this case, question number 3, the answer, I think the answer is C. I read it before now. Yeah. So then maybe you want to move on to the next question, maybe the next subject. Maybe you want to answer 5 questions in English first. Then you go to CRS, 5 questions first. Then you go to economics, 5 questions. Government, 5 questions. Then you now return back to English again, whichever method you want to use. Like there are some people, they do take it 10. When they take 10 questions from a particular subject, they move on to another subject. They take 10 again, thereabout. Okay, so we want to answer CRS now. How do we move to the next question? See this your arrow. You take your arrow here to the where you are seeing CRS. Okay, and this is CRS. Which epistles emphasize the importance of love and unity among believers in the Christian community. Okay. Then, the same method that we use to answer our questions while we are taking English is the same method that we are going to use. Okay. Remember, we have 4 options: A, B, C, and D. Okay. Then the shortcut keys that you can use is if the answer is A, you press A on your keyboard. If it is B, you press B. And if it is C, you press C. And if it is D, then you press D. Then that is, if you don't want to use the mouse at that particular moment to answer the question, then you just have to use your shortcut keys, which are the alphabet on your keyboard. So in this case, the question here, the answer is C, okay? Because Paul was emphasizing, talking to the Ephesus here. I'm also an evangelist, so I understand everything about CRS. With time, I will be, creating tutorial on some specific subject. You understand? I will teach you. Okay. Then we move on to the next question. You can use next. You can click on number 3 here. It take you to the next question, or you use next. That is N, or P, previous. Okay. Then the second question here: which epistles address the issue of moral purity and living a sacrificed life within the Christian community? Okay. And the same method that we have been using, this is what you use. Nothing has changed. Okay. Then the second question is, the answer in the second question is which A. Okay. Okay, it's Timothy. Yep, it's Timothy. Okay. Then the same thing, maybe if you want to answer a question in economics, okay, then all of the following describe conditions necessary for existence of a perfect market, except lack of homogeneity of goods. The answer is A. Okay. Then you press A on your keyboard, or you take your mouse there and select A. Then you click on next. You can bring it here and click left click. It take you to number 2. I think I can't solve this one right now. If I should solve it, at least I should spend about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll get the right answer. Okay, because I'm an economics student. I do understand economics very well. Okay, then we move on to the next question. Then economics is often described as a science, because I believe everybody should know these are number 3 questions if you are economics student. I think D, use scientific method to explain observed phenomena. Okay, that is it, correct. So I think that is it for this tutorial. I think it's very simple. Now we are moving to the next thing now, assuming that you have finished taking all of your questions, and right now you want to submit. Instead of you to be shouting, sir, please, I want to submit. You don't have to stress yourself. All you just have to do at this point in time, you just have to go to where you see submit. Okay, you submit it. Do you want to submit and end this test? Okay, on that day, you will see sometimes JAMB might not be submit. It might be something like end exam. Okay, end exam or submit is the same thing. Okay, so maybe you will see something like end exam or submit. Just take your arrow there, then say yes. On that day, you see that you have submitted your UTME 2026 blah 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 blah. Kindly walk out of the exam, or you take all of your belongings, like your slip or every other thing that you have there, and walk out. Okay, and then you just walk out of the exam, and JAMB will not mark your score instantly. You just have to go home. After some times, you will As usual, you test to 55019. Yeah, thereabouts. You just test the result to them after 8 days after, or sometimes a week and some days thereabouts. Then you get your result. Okay, that is it for this tutorial. Um, Hi guys, please before we move on, I want you to subscribe to this channel. If you have not subscribed, you have to subscribe to this channel because more are still coming. We have a lot of things. Charismatic JAMB Academy. Make sure that you succeed this year. We don't pray for you to write 2 times. And if you are writing JAMB, I think this will be your last exam that you are going to take this year, because I am very sure that joining Charismatic Academy or subscribing to this channel, you are going to learn a lot, because we are going to give you different kind of tutorial. And for you, you don't need to pay to any service center or any cafe for you to pay 10,000, 15,000 to learn 2 or 3 weeks. No, this tutorial is enough for you. And if there's any other thing you don't understand, in the comment section, ask your question. Okay, then we'll get back to you. You're not alone on this journey. Charismatic Academic is with you. Please do subscribe to this channel. More videos are coming. In our next video, we are going to give you some tricks that will help you to succeed in this year JAMB. I pray for you, you will not write. I pray for you, your admission is guaranteed in Jesus' name. Thank you all. See you all in the next lesson. Bye.